for 1-4. 1-4. Introducing first.
Getting ready for the Jubilee pre-show. Dave Bradshaw here alongside Pete Andrews and Pete. We are starting things out tonight on what promises to be a historic evening with tag team action.
Most definitely. I know Her Royal Highness is tuned in at home. She's stopped the celebrations. She's got us on a feed, a special feed.
That's why she didn't go to the horse racing.
Exactly that. It's a good excuse, wasn't it?
Here comes the young woman who, just 4 weeks ago, Pete, took your seat here.
She did, yeah. Now she is competing at this very special event. Excited to see her in action.
As the night goes on, I'm sure we'll talk a little bit more about why you weren't here.
Well, indeed, yeah. I was suspended for the last show because I got involved where I shouldn't have done. I got to remember I'm a commentator, I'm not a wrestler, I'm not involved.
We've seen her behind the commentary table. Let's see how she does in the ring. An in-ring P.E.W debut for Leah Raven.
Yeah, the fans not exactly on her side, but let's see if she can turn them around.
Introducing their opponents.
Big night ahead for this young woman. What a chance to impress here in this tag team opener.
Yeah, this is one of 2 rubies. I thought this is a platinum jubilee, not a ruby jubilee, but it's proven otherwise.
It's a big night in more than one way for Ruby Radley. Of course, she's already in the semi-finals of the Fallen Angel Championship Tournament. Later on tonight on our main show, she's going to find out who her new semi-final opponent will be.
Yeah, huge tournament going on. Excited to actually witness some of the matches in this.
Introducing their partner.
Theme music is Ruby, Ruby, Ruby.
But there's only 2 of them, not 3.
We'll see how it feels, man. Maybe it'll feel to the opposition here. Like
right.
If they are a well-loyal team, maybe that's the logic behind the choice of music.
Well, the fans are behind Ruby, or should we say Rubies.
It's going to be Harley Harris to start things out for her team against Ruby Radley.
Underway.
Here we go. As we were discussing, Ruby Radley, of course, Going to be finding out who her new semi-final opponent is after Mariah May had to withdraw.
Yeah,
Could have been a semi-final opponent. We know there's going to be 2 other quarter-final matches here tonight.
Indeed, there are big stakes in that tournament. Very excited to see that go further. But yeah, interesting start there. Bit of disrespect shown.
Yeah, Harley Harris exactly giving Ruby Radley the time of day.
Indeed, she is, and I like that. I like that that aggression. Show your opponent what you plan to do early on. Ooh.
Aggression going 2 ways here.
Indeed. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, as they say.
Come on, Ruby.
Ruby in the corner, playing the part of cheerleader here for
Cheering
Ruby
on herself.
Radley.
Arrogant.
I think this could cause some confusion. Harley Harris in control here at the moment against Ruby Radley. Radley trying to counter. Does so. Drops down as an arm drag. Harris straight back on her, but goes into the side headlock. Does Ruby Radley, tags in Ruby.
So Ruby's tagged in Ruby, so that's Ruby in the ring now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep up, Pete. Headlock takedown.
Yeah, taking down the heavy hitter, as she calls herself. Harley needs to keep her grounded. She's got that power advantage, and she needs to be on her feet to do that. So if they can keep her low, there we go. Look, she powered out of that.
Of course, all 4 of these women, quite aside from the Fallen Angel Championship, looking to impress in a very competitive women's division as Ruby trips up Harley Harris.
Yeah. Saw it, she was planning that. You could tell that she was trying to wear down Harley, but Harley's made the tag.
All right, first in-ring action for Leah Raven. Raven into the corner, hooks her arms under. Ruby goes back, didn't take Raven with her to keep both women missing with their attempts, but finally Leah Raven makes contact.
Yeah, I like that. That was very hard to keep up with, but Leah in full advantage now. Can she maintain this control on Ruby?
Smart from Raven, backing Ruby into her own corner. Hostile territory here for Ruby as Harley Harris tags back in.
This is where you need to keep your opponent. And these quick tags, that is smart wrestling.
Really emphasizing the point that you're in our half of the ring here. We will make the tag whenever we want.
Exactly that. And this is it, tagging again. Neither competitor getting worn out. They're keeping the offense on Ruby. Harris now using her dominance in the corner there.
It's a real aggression, I think, to Harley Harris. As here we have Leah Raven once again. Raven and Harris mixing things up.
Oh,
Ruby to her own corner. That might be a mistake because she can make the tag to Radley. I don't think she did.
No.
Maybe a miscue there.
Don't think she knew where she was, to be fair.
Nightmare takedown. Stereo kicks from Harley Harris and Leah Raven. Raven's legal. She'll go for the cover, hooks the right leg and gets a 2 count.
Yeah, Leah and Harley taking full advantage of that 5 count they had there. Maybe a little bit longer, but they got away with it. Oh, vicious. This is where things are going to get nasty, I think.
Yeah, we're seeing the aggressive side here of Leah Raven, Empress of Anarchy. Another quick tag into Harley Harris, and you have to say at the moment it is Harris and Raven who have had the better of this beat.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, they are dominating, and they're doing perfect tag team wrestling. Look at that continuity there. I love this.
Side slam. Referee gets down, gets a 2, and that right shoulder popped up.
Yeah, you've got to give Ruby some credit there. There's a lot of heart, but, you know, can she make the tag? She needs to make that tag as quick as possible.
Well, that opportunity she had when she was kind of sent into her own corner a minute ago, and when that opportunity went begging, I wonder whether Ruby and Ruby Radley might come to regret that. Yeah,
that was her chance there, but she was taking a beating in the corner. She wasn't sure where she was at that point. She didn't even know her partner was behind her to make that tag.
Of support here in the Shottery Memorial Hall in Stratford-Upon-Avon for Ruby and Ruby Radley, but it doesn't seem to bother Harley Harris, who nonchalantly takes Ruby down again.
She did, yeah. Ruby got the fans behind her. I thought she was going to make a little comeback, but it didn't quite pay off. The heavy hitter there, hitting heavy in the corner.
Not chanting to you now, are you?
Harris with a run up and then using those hits as a weapon.
That's it, that's what you got to do. Use every part of your body as a weapon in that ring.
going to break some rules here as well. Referee James Greenwood, very experienced, certainly not going to let anything get out of control on his watch, and he, I'm sure, would have had no hesitation in breaking it up and calling a disqualification. But look at that from Leah Raven.
I don't really know why Ruby crawled into the opponent's corner then. Seemed strange thing to do. Seemed odd.
I know exactly what happened.
Wow.
Split legs.
I could do that.
Sure.
Once. I could do it once.
Not on purpose. It's a cover
Oh
again.
my goodness.
Roll up from Ruby. Almost taking Harley Harris by surprise. Clothesline though.
She needed to make that tag there.
Harris able to quickly reassert her team's dominance, and here comes Leah Raven again.
Yeah, working on that leg. Ruby loves to utilise those kicks, and if she has that damaged leg, she's not going to be able to do that.
Come on, Ruby.
Raven verbally taunting Ruby as she picks her up, sends her into the corner. Leah Raven.
There's the tag.
Here comes the tag, and that could be a vital tag, as you said, Pete. Here comes Ruby Radley.
House of Fire, she is fresh.
Clothesline. Leah Raven, suddenly for the first time in the match, I think we've seen Raven in trouble.
Yeah, this is not good news. She's going to need to regroup as quick as possible because Ruby is on her. She's a House of Fire. She's fresh.
Smart from Raven, though. She suffered a neck breaker there and rolled out of the way so she couldn't be pinned.
Yep.
Here comes Radley, the second uppercut in the corner.
Wow, those screams add in even more intensity to those uppercuts.
Boot up there did Radley, and Radley showing exactly why she's in the semi-finals of that Fallen Angel Championship tournament. She goes for the pin, and
could have been it. That shotgun drop kick could have been it, but no. Leah is still in it.
Best spell of the match for Ruby Radley and Ruby.
Most certainly, this is the control they need. They need to keep Leah out of the ring now.
Fisherman suplex, and he's got the bridge as well.
Oh, almost perfect, not quite.
Harley Harris had to break it up because I think that grip was there. It would have been very, very difficult for Leah Raven to kick out of that under her own steam.
Most definitely. And now these double team moves between Leah and Harley, they're so good together. They've obviously been talking backstage.
To this though, Ruby Radley on her own, single-handedly 2-on-1, buying herself the opportunity to make the tag, which she does.
But as Ruby recovered enough, she hasn't been out the ring that long. And she took hell of a beating.
Great double team, split-legged leg drop from both Ruby and Ruby Radley. There's the pin attempt, and it's the closest that they have come.
Yeah, that was a big kick out. The Ruby's now using double team moves. They need to keep on Harriso.
Ruby looking, maybe for another neck breaker, no.
Too strong, too powerful.
Yeah, Harley Harris using that strength to right. Kick to the back of the leg, sends Harris down to one knee. Ruby's got to take advantage here. Does so, gets that kick right to the lower back of Harris. Here comes Ruby Radley.
Going up high. That lovely axe kick has got Harris down, but they need to capitalise.
A double foot stomp.
Wow.
Right deep into the abdomen of Harley Harris. The cover and the victory.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Ruby Radley making a statement at the beginning of what, as we said, Pete, a very important night for her. She's going to find out her semi-final opponent in that Fallen Angel Championship tournament a little bit later on, but she has started the night with a victory.
An amazing victory. It looked all lost for the Rubies at one point. Ruby, just no name, took such a beating. I thought if she can't get the tag, it'd be all over for her, but they pulled it back, they won.
Ruby Radley and Ruby victorious in our opening tag team contest.